going on, everyone? We're just going to give you a rundown of everything going on today, and we're going to be talking about some of the fencing matchups, the women's fencing individual matchups. We're going to tell you some of what's been going on thus far at Rio 2016. So we have some exciting events to talk about here, with Sun Yiwen defeating Sarra Besbes in quarterfinal number 1 for women's individual fencing. 14-11, the final score in favor of Sun Yiwen over besbes Sarra. So congrats to her on this victory here in the quarterfinals. Women's fencing from Rio de Janeiro. So very, very exciting. Just want to give my congratulations to them on the victory. A truly special moment for them. It really is. Obviously, the fans very, very excited about that matchup. And then moving on, we have about 4 or 5 matchups that have happened so far we want to discuss. So let's go right into it, guys. Then we also have Choi Injeong versus Fiamingo Rossella, and Rossella gets the victory 15-8 in quarterfinal number 2. So that's also a very impressive feat. So congrats on that victory. Women's fencing. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And then we also have, let's pull it up here. We don't want to forget anyone. Szasz emese defeats Sato Nozomi. Hungary versus Japan in the individual fencing. And then we have Warren Rembi defeating Nathalie Moellhausen in fencing as well. So those are some of the matchups on hand that we are discussing here. Mr. Big Papa coming at you. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed some fencing here. It's very exciting, it really is. Some of the best fencers in the world in women's fencing coming together to compete. We have for you some of the winners thus far. So that's exciting. It really is, guys. Mr. Big Papa coming at you guys. So give me your thoughts on everything that's occurring so far. Some of the women's fencing matchups, really exciting. Very intense. So yeah, you guys give me your thoughts. I will be sure to continue the coverage. Let's go over it 1 or 2 more times, those who have won in women's fencing. So thus far, Yiwen Sun defeats Sarra Besbes in quarterfinal number 1. China winning that matchup versus Turkey, I think it is. I'm not 100% sure which country. Let's check it out. China and I think Tunisia or something. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, China gets the win 14-11 in that matchup. Moving on. We have more to talk about as well. We have Injeong Choi losing to Rossella Fiamingo, Italy defeating Korea. We have emese Szasz of Hungary defeating Nozomi Sato of Japan. And we have Lauren Rembi defeating Nathalie Moellhausen of Brazil. Lauren Rembi of France. So those are some of the matchups that have happened thus far. There's a couple more matchups coming up later on. We will definitely be looking at those. And there's just so much coverage to talk about. We have Yiwen Sun versus, Yiwen Sun versus Rossella Fiamingo later on today in the semifinals. So that should be exciting. And then we have Warren Rembi versus emese Szasz in the other semifinal coming up. So we'll see what happens with those guys. But just a very exciting time, lots to discuss here. And we'll be giving you the coverage here. Mr. Big Papa here giving you guys the coverage from the Rio Olympics. And Maya Diarado, the American swimmer, is about to compete, so we might want to make a video about that. We'll see what happens in that race. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and peace out, and subscribe. Congrats to all the winners from today's women's fencing so far. Actually, no, we'll keep it going for a little bit. We'll continue with some of the coverage. Women's fencing, doing their thing. A couple of matchups to talk about. You have these semi-final matchups coming up, guys. They're going to be exciting. The winners of the quarterfinal matchups will be continuing on with yiwen Sun versus rossella Fiamingo, China versus Italy. And then in semifinal number 2, Lauren Rembi versus emese Szasz. Warren Rembi of France versus emese Szasz of Hungary. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and subscribe. Congrats to all the winners thus far.